Alright, Vision and Hearing Acuity, page 106 of Engineering Certification Reference Guide, Federal Railroad Administration, revised August 2000. Vision and Hearing Acuity. Each railroad provided initial certification and recertification as any proof of the engineer within class certificate determined whether the person meets with the standard of the visual acuity, hearing acuity prescribed in the 240-121 vision and hearing test for the medical examination reliable the most half of the conduct with more than 366 prior to date with a railroad recertification decision. The example of the student's engineer with initial vision hearing testing remains valid for up to 2 years. Vision acuity thresholds means exceed the standards of 240-121 appendix F of the pure manufacturing instruction for the ANSI standards. Criteria of vision hearing acuity for the trail of the program may include criteria for the procedure implementing vision for the hearing acuity fitness for the requirement of the order of the currently certified with the locomotive of the new except for the permitted with the 240-121 medical evaluation. Person vision hearing shall be with the exceed of the standard prescribed in Part 240-121 appendix F of the Part 240 medical standard guidelines. It is recommended each test conducted under pursuant to the 240-121 shall be performed in accordance with the direction supplied with the manufacturer such testing with the National Standard Institute standards that app will note the sheet exemption of vision and hearing acuity thresholds on page 44. Vision acuity threshold is distant vision with 20/40 each eye with or without corrective lenses. Distant binocular acuity 240 both with eyes with or without corrective lenses. Field of vision 70 degrees each eye. Ability to recognize and distinguish between the colors and railroad signals. Except for provided in 240-121 of the medical evaluation, each person shall have the vision acuity meet with exceed the police following threshold for the distant view of either distant view and acuity with the 20/40 snell in each eye with the corrective lens for the distant visual acuity with a separately corrected with the 20/40 snell corrective lens for the distant binocular activity with at least 20/40 snell in both eyes with a corrective lens of field vision with at least 70 degree with a horizontal median with each of the eye, and the ability to recognize and distinguish between colors of railroad signal that demonstrates successfully completing one of the tests on appendix F of the Part 240. Vision testing method of colors of the railroad signal determining whether the person has the ability to recognize and distinguish among the colors used of the railroad signals. Appendix F of the guidelines for the testing protocol of the deemed applicable to the testing method. Purpose of the appendix F of the Part 240 is to provide greater guidance for the procedure that should be employed with administrating the vision and hearing requirements of 240-121 and 240-207 and determining whether the person's visual acuity with the meets the exceeds requirements of 240 following the test of the protocol of the deemed applicable testing method determining whether the person has the ability to recognize and distinguish among the colors used for the signal of the railroad industry. The exhibit the testing method shown on the left hand of the columns. Criteria should be employed with determining whether the person has failed with the particular testing protocol as shown in the right hand column. Her vision testing method of the College Railroad Signal American Optical Company 1965 AOC Hardy Brand Ritter Plate Deveroin Israel Hardy 14, 16, 24, and 38 Plate Richmond Plates 1983 Keystone Orthoscope Optec 2000 Tiddemans Vision Tester Tiddemans 2 Vision Tester. Except for the test and fail criteria, pseudo-ochromatic plate test, and then it goes over there. 2 multifunction vision tester. Alright, vision testing method for the colors railroad signal that examine as much of the signal that do not always occur on the same signal with the yellow signal that do not always appear on the same to be the same. May not use yarn test or may not wear chromatic lenses during initial testing. An administrator with the menu of the protocol with the person conducting the examination should be aware of the railroad signals do not always occur in the same signal with the yellow signals do not always appear to be the same. They not applicable with the yarn other material with the conduct with a symbol to determining whether the certification candidate has of the requisite vision. No person shall be allowed to wear chromatic lenses during an initial test of any person's color vision. Initial test is one conducted in corporately except the test of the chart with the 240-121 C3. Note that no prohibition given with the chromatic lenses during further field testing, and the regulation railroad can prohibit their use of during further field testing. Alright, contact lenses. Engineers who wear contact lenses, good tolerance for the lenses, then instructed to have the pair of corrective glasses available on duty. Engineers who have the contact lenses shall have the good tolerance for the lenses and should be instructed to have the pair of corrective glasses available when on duty. Vision exam performed under the supervision medical examiner, MD or DO, with a licensed physical assistant with a licensed optometrist. Technician responsibility for the person medical examiner may employ with the contractor railroad to designate perform function with the connection with the medical evaluation of the employee. Examination requiring compliance with the 242 of civil division and hearing of the acuity should performed under supervision of the medical examiner or licensed physician assistant such that licensed optometrist or technician responsible for the person may perform the examination with the visual acuity. Definition: medical examiner means with the person licensed for the doctor qualified medicine or the doctor osteopathy. A medical examiner can be qualified full-time salaried employee of the railroad, qualified practitioner contract for the railroad fee of the field for services over the base of the qualified participant. Practitioner designated the railroad to perform functions with connection with the medical evaluation of the employees as you within this rule of the medical examiner over the duty to the railroad to make an honest, fully informed evaluation condition of the employee. Hearing acuity threshold of the average hearing loss, better ear, no greater than 40 decibels over the 500 hertz, 1000 hertz, 2000 hertz with or without hearing aid. Autometric devices calibrated to NCSA. Each railroad program should include the procedure for implementing visual hearing acuity, except for providing 241.21 medical evaluation. Each person shall have the hearing acuity meet with exceed the following thresholds tested by an autometric device calibrated with American National Standard specification autometers S361969. Person does not have the average hearing loss, better ear, greater than 40 decibels, 50 hertz, 1000 hertz, 2000 hertz with or without use of hearing aid. Note: see the exemption vision hearing acuity threshold on page 44. Hearing exam performed by and under supervision medical examiner, MD, or licensed physician assistant, licensed certified audiologist, technician, medical examiner may be employed with contract railroad designated perform function connection with medical evaluations. Her procedure to make a determination vision. Hearing examination required with the compliance of 242 of civil division. Hearing acuity shall be performed under supervision medical examiner, licensed physician assistant, such as the licensed certified audiologist, technician responsible to perform the portion of the test pertaining to the hearing activity. Definition: medical examiner means the personal life of the doctor, person medicine with the doctor, osteopathy. Medical examiner can be qualified full-time salaried of the railroad, qualified participant for the contract with the railroad on a fee with the service or over the base of the qualified participant designated by the railroad to perform the function connection with the medical certain evaluation of the employees. As due to this rule, medical examiner owes the duty of the railroad to make an honest and fully informed evaluation of the condition of the employee. Exemption of vision, hearing, and acuity. Person meeting the threshold shall, upon request, be subject to further evaluation by medical examiner. One retest, second retest, and Appendix F addresses further testing of the evaluation procedure. 241.21 at each day with the person meeting with the vision and hearing with the acuity threshold of the 241.21 shall, at the bottom of the request, be subject to further medical evaluation. Railroad medical examiner to determine if the person's ability to safely operate locomotive according to the guidance prescribed in Appendix F. Part 240, the person is entitled to one retest without making and showing with another retest of the person provided with the evidence substantial circumstances have the chain since the last step the extent of the person could now arguably operate the locomotive train safely. Appendix F states the examinee who fails to meet the criterion of the chart may be further evaluated determined by the railroad medical examiner. Ophthalmological referral, field testing, other practical color testing utilized depending on the experience of the examinee. Or exemption vision, hearing acuity, person not meeting threshold shall, upon request, be further evaluation medical examiner. One retest, second retest, Appendix F with the address with the further testing evaluation. Appendix F with the further state with the railroad medical examiner review of the pertinent information under some of the circumstances very strictly examined with the retest with the criteria with the operating on the train at night with the during a diverse well of the condition with the other circumstances. And then 241.21E with the not provided examinee with the right to make with the infinite number of requests for the further evaluation provided with the examinee with at least one opportunity to provide with the hearing or vision. The failure does not mean the examiner cannot safely operate with the locomotive of the train. Appropriate further medical evaluation can include providing to improve scientific screening testing and field testing with all the railroads shall pertain with the discretion of the limited number of the retest examination requests and cap of the place on the number of the retest shall be not limited to the retest when changed circumstances would make the retest appropriate. Changed circumstances most likely occur if the examining medical condition has improved in some way in which the technology of the extent with this arguably could be compensated with a hearing or vision deficiency. Except the vision and hearing could exist. The railroad provides a copy of Part 240 with the appendix for the medical examiner. The injury was certified with the condition of the special restriction of the medical examiner determines in writing to be necessary. After consultation, one of the railroad designated supervisor or locomotive engineer of the railroad shall provide with the medical examiner a copy of Part 240 will include all appendix. And after the consultation, one of the railroad designated supervisor or locomotive engineer medical examiner conclude with despite not meeting the visual hearing and acuity threshold of the person have the ability to safely safely operate a locomotive person certified locomotive engineer, and such certification conducted with a special restriction on medical examiner determining in writing necessary to railroad program submission must describe and how it will ensure medical examiner sufficient information concerning the railroad operation effectively appropriate to conclusion with the ability of the particular individual to safely operate a train. Restriction certificate must be noted on certificate. Engineer must use such corrective lenses and hearing aid while operating. If the examination of the required under 242 or something to disclose of the person needs corrective lenses, hearing aid, or both the meet the threshold acuity level established in 241.21 and meet the lower threshold determined by the railroad's medical examiner deficient for the safety operate locomotive of the train with the railroad the fact job with the certificate issued for the corner for the part 240, 242, 23A4 also requires certificate to identify the condition limitation including condition, alternate ammo, lighted division, hearing acuity deficiency, restricted within the person's own operational authority. Any person sent for the certification notation shall use the relevant corrective devices operating locomotive or train services unless the railroad medical examiner subsequently determines in writing that the person safely operate without using this device. Vision, hearing, and acuity records, medical examiner certificate, if it does not meet the standard of the written documentation medical examiner stating based on the determination whether the person can nevertheless be certified under certain conditions and cannot safely operate a locomotive. Procedure for the making of the determination of the vision, hearing, acuity. In order to make the vision and hearing acuity determination, railroad shall have the on file either with a medical examiner certification, individual medical examiner to make the actual standard written documentation, medical examiner documentation, his or physical professional opinion, but the person does not meet the one or both acuity standard for the basis of his determination that the person nevertheless can be certified under the certain conditions. The person's acuity and such he or she they cannot safely operate a locomotive even with the conditions attached. Engineer's responsibility notification. Engineer shall notify the railroad medical department if the official visual hearing deteriorates for the extent that he or she no longer meets the vision and hearing standard. Notification required prior to doing any of this operation requiring a certified engineer. A condition maintaining certificate. Each certificate locomotive engineer notifies employing with the railroad medical department and so for the department acts with the appropriate railroad official with the person with corrective vision with the hearing deteriorated to the extent that the person no longer meets with one or more of the prescribed vision and hearing standard requirement of 240.121. Notification required prior to the subsequent operation with the locomotive of the train, which will require with the certified locomotive engineer. Vision hearing with a CBA. The CBA is integrated with the person failure to meet with the acuity criteria of the minimum perceived with the court of the candidate before denying certification. CBA can be provided with the use of the multiple medication operation. Final rule 1899-9 discussed the integration of the collective bargaining agreement of the denial of certification meets with the acuity criteria with a certain FRA proceed with the display with a certain collective bargaining agreement as a result of the review of the medical qualification. Section 24207 and 219 is denial certification established minimum perceived with the recorded with the candidate before the railroad renders potentially adversely decision 24219 give the candidate the reasonable opportunity to explain the review and first information the provision can regularly be integrated with the collective bargaining agreements for the example of conforming the collective bargaining agreement that calls for the multiple medical opinion with a person medical condition prior to reaching the final qualification determination with such provision. Other instances with no formal written mechanism exists, but of the practice developed with all the other federal medical review, the candidate convinced with the doctor with the engineer medical, the fitness of the reliance of the process, the satisfied with the rule. The rule does not type with the alternate methods to respond with the mechanisms that are acceptable to the FRA. Rule will apply with the initial periodic certification of the railroad reason to think of the physical qualification of the required with the re-examination run. Rule contemplates a railroad who had scheduled for the new certification evaluation. Knowledge test.